Tailored fertilizer recommendations.
Video 16. Welcome back to Akilimo. In this video, we will look at an example of a cost-benefit analysis. Let's go back to our farmer John in Bogo, Nigeria. Remember from our previous video, John was advised to apply 150 kg of urea and 250 kg of NPK 15 to 15 to 15 per hectare, and he could expect an additional 12 tons of roots per hectare. John will plant cassava on a field of a quarter hectare, that is 0.25 hectare. Akilimo offers a worksheet that can help you to do all the calculations for a cost-benefit analysis. Start by calculating the expected increase in production. This equals the expected yield increase, 12 tons per hectare, times the area of your field, 0.25 hectares. So, John can expect an increase in production of 3 tons of roots. Next, let's calculate the value of these 3 tons of roots. This is called the gross revenue. For this, we need to know the price of cassava roots. John recently harvested a field and sold his roots at 17,000 naira per ton. He hopes to sell again at the same price. We can now calculate the gross revenue by multiplying the expected increase in production, 3 tons, by the expected price, 17,000 naira per ton. That is 51,000 naira. Now we will calculate the cost of John's fertilizer investment. Remember from our previous video, John needs to first calculate the quantity of fertilizer needed for his field. To do this, he multiplies the rate of urea, 150 kg per hectare, by the area of his field, 0.25 hectare. That's 37.5 kg. And in the same way for NPK 15 to 15 to 15, he multiplies the recommended rate, 250 kg of NPK per hectare, by the area of his field, 0.25 hectare. That's 62.5 kg. John now called his agro dealer and asked him for the prices of fertilizer. Urea goes for 7,000 naira per bag, and NPK 15 to 15 to 15 for 8,000 naira per bag. A bag is 50 kg. That means a kilogram of urea costs 7,000 divided by 50 or 140 naira, and a kilogram of NPK 15 to 15 to 15 costs 8,000 divided by 50 or 160 naira. John can now calculate the total cost. The cost of the urea will be 37.5 kilogram, the required amount of urea for his field, times 140 naira, the price of urea per kilogram. That's 5,250 naira. And the cost of NPK 15 to 15 to 15 will be 62.5, the required amount of NPK, times 160 naira, the price of NPK per kilogram. That's 10,000 naira. That means that the total cost of fertilizer for his field will be 5,250 plus 10,000, which equals 15,250 naira. We can now compare the cost with expected gain in revenue. John will invest 15,250 naira in his cassava field and expect to gain 51,000 naira. This means that his gross returns are 3 times larger than his investment. Such an investment is highly profitable, and it is definitely worthwhile investing in fertilizer. John's expected net returns are 51,000 minus 15,250, which equals 35,750 naira. This is the money John will have made from his investment. If costs are larger than the expected gain in revenue, then the fertilizer investment is not profitable. This can happen if the price of fertilizer is high, if the sales price of your cassava roots is low, or if the expected increase in yield is small. It's important to do the calculations upfront before you decide to invest in fertilizer. You can also use the digital Akilimo tools. The Akilimo app and the services of our partners Arifo and Viamo will perform the calculations for you. You simply need to provide the fertilizer price and the expected sale price of your roots, and the tool will calculate if fertilizer is profitable in your situation. One last thing, John requires 37.5 kg of urea and 62.5 kg of NPK for his field, but fertilizer is sold in bags of 50 kg. That means that John will need to purchase 1 bag of urea and 2 bags of NPK, and this will cost him 23,000 naira. But the unutilized portion of fertilizer can be stored and used later in another field. Thanks for watching. In our next video, we will move on to the next step and show you how to decide when to apply the fertilizer. See you soon in our next video. Akilimo, we know cassava.